this is the introduction for a tune called Greensleeves that actually belongs to the 16th century, but has been covered by many artists like Loreena, McKennit, Celtic Woman, Yngwie, Malmsteen, and Jethro, Tull, just to mention a few of them. So today we're gonna study this beautiful song that is actually quite simple to learn, but has a few little quirks that you might find interesting. Okay, so let's start from the introduction that I just did. It's actually quite simple, more simple than you think. You can actually do it with chords. So take the position of the E minor chord, and then from here, you can even use just one finger only, your ring finger. First you play the open string of E, and then you place your ring finger on the second fret. And then you can either use your pinky or move your ring finger to the third fret. Then you go back, then again open string, then you go into the position of B major, and you play the second string, and where the pinky is basically. Then you take off your pinky, and then you place it again, and then you go back into E minor. Okay, so in other words, it will be. All right. Okay, and then you could do a little decoration, for instance, from here. Maybe a bit better. All right. So what I did was I played the chord of E minor, and then I took the open string of B. Then I placed my ring finger under the middle finger, obviously on the third string, second fret. Then I take it off. I place my pinky on fourth string, fourth fret, and then I play the chord. Chord, open, ring finger, off, pinky, and chord. Okay? All together would be. All right, and that will make a nice introduction to this beautiful song. Okay, so for the verse, the song is actually quite simple. The structure is verse and chorus, and then it repeats. So we will study first the verse and then the chorus. For the verse, we have this chord progression. We go into E minor, 1, and G, and D, and B minor, and E minor, and E minor, and D, and B. This is the first part of the verse. So again, we're gonna do, I forgot to tell you, this is in 3 quarters. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. So we will go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and E minor, and B. All right. Then the second part of the verse, keeping the same strumming, of course, we will go into E minor again, and G, D, B minor, and E minor, and here we go into B7 and E major. So the B7 we actually started in a different playlist, so you can actually find out. There should be the link up here. So the B7 is has different positions that you can use. I basically use 2 positions. One is the B7 with a bar, which is this position. You place a bar on the second fret, and then ring finger on fourth string, fourth fret, and pinky on second string, 4th fret. All right. Another version that I use is this one. You place your middle finger on 5th string 2nd fret, then your forefinger on 4th string 1st fret, ring finger on 3rd string 2nd fret, then you have your open string of B, and then your pinky goes on 1st string and 2nd fret, and the result will be. So you can choose between these two. All right, so the song works better if you actually sing it. So I will try to let you hear how it goes. So the verse will be: Alas, my love, you do me wrong to cast me off so discourteously, for I have loved you so long, delighting in your company. All right, so this will take care of the verse. Then the chorus will switch from E minor to G major. The strumming is always the same. I will tell you something about the strumming in a short while. But just to give you an idea, if you use this kind of strumming, as you can see, I just go down strumming all the time with a pick or with my fingers. 1, 1, 1, this way. I can keep it through the whole song if I want, but of course we can put into some variations. So as I was saying, the chorus starts from G and then goes into D, then E minor, and then B, then into G again, goes into D, then B minor, and then E minor, and B7, and E major. All right, so this is the idea. Okay, so let's sing the chorus together. So we start from G, all right? Greensleeves was all my joy, Greensleeves was my delight, Greensleeves was my heart of gold, and who but my lady Greensleeves? And this basically takes care of the whole song. So if you put it together, of course, there are other 17 verses, which nobody ever did altogether, but you can choose the verses that you like. It's a beautiful love song. It's kind of a mysterious song in a way, because we are not sure who composed it. And so you can choose the verses that you like best and just play and sing those. All right, so about the variations, of course you can use this strumming that I just showed you before, or you can go into creative arpeggio, for instance. I can imagine, for instance, let me see. Thy gown was of the grassy green, those leaves of satin hanging by, which may be our harvest queen, and yet thou wouldest not love me. As you can see, I use my right hand using the root bass, E minor. I'll do it again. What I do, root bass, which is the 6th string, which is an E. And then with my 3 fingers, I go on the 3rd string, 2nd string, 1st string, and 2nd string. All right, and then I change into the chords I need, of course. So for instance, have to follow, what I have to be careful about is using the root bass. So if I use the 6th string for the first chord, which is an E minor, then I go into G, I'm still using the 6th string because the ring finger is pressing down the G. But the next will be the 4th open string, which is a string of D for the chord of D. And for the B minor, I'll have to use 5th string 2nd fret, which is the note of B. All right, and so on. Basically, you have to try and look for the root bass, the bass that will give the tone to the whole song. In this way, you can actually enjoy and create new ways of accompanying, of structuring this song, which is a beautiful song. And as I told you before, it's been covered by lots of artists and with different styles as well. So maybe you can create your own. All right, so this takes care of the structure of the song. Let's see what happens, for instance, if we have 2 people singing and playing this song. It's important for you to understand that nothing is engraven in stone. So for every song that you do, you can actually create your own accompaniment, your own structure of the song. You can even change a little bit the chords if you like, if you think that they are interesting, especially if you are doing a version of the song. Of course, you want to learn the song the way it is, but you can actually start thinking in a creative way, which is actually how artists all over the world do. So step into our classroom and let's see what happens with 2 people playing and singing Greensleeves. Okay, so here we are in our classroom and Romana is also here.
Hi there.
To help me actually to sing this song. We turn it into a dialogue, so we hope that it's going to be interesting for you. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Greensleeves was my
Okay, so we hope that you liked what you saw and heard.
Please follow us on Pinterest and subscribe to our channel and...
Yes, and also put a thumbs up down below and hit the bell.
Hit the bell.
Yes, hit the bell. Hit the bell,
Yeah.
Sam. And don't you come back actually. Come back anytime you like. And we'll wait for you here on Joint Adventure.
Ciao.
Ciao.